Hi, welcome back to our program of learning religions through games. Today we have three participants, Nicolas, Agustin, and Thomas, and I'm going to ask them about Judaism to guess who is the false Jew, the impostor. But first, what is Judaism? Well, Judaism is the oldest of the three monotheistic religions that exist, dating back nearly 4,000 years ago. In the world, there are over 14 million followers of this religion. Israel and the United States are the countries with the most followers. Now, the participants will present themselves. Hi, Nicolas.
Hi, I'm so glad to be in this program. My name is Nicholas Friedman. I come from a Jewish family, so I know a lot of this religion. I'm obviously not the imposter.
Thanks, Nico. Now, I want Thomas to present himself.
Hi Vicente, so glad to be here. Well, I'm Thomas Harris, um, and I was born in England, but at the age of 5 I went to live in Israel, because my mom is from here. I consider myself as a fan of Judaism, just like my mom, who is extremely religious. I came here because I really want to represent my religion, and you are going to see that I'm not the impostor.
Interesting. Well, now it's the turn of Agustin. Hi, Agustin.
Hello, my name is Agustin Abraham, and I was born in Israel. At the age of 15, I moved to the USA, to a Jewish college, where I learned more things about my religion, Judaism. I love this religion, and I will never change this though.
Excellent. I want to comment that if I don't identify the imposter, I'm going to give $5,000 to the fake Jew. Well, finally, let's get started. First question to Nicolas. Where and when was Judaism born?
Well, Judaism started when the God of Judaism ordered Abraham to go to Canaan, Palestine, in the year 18 BC. From Abraham's grandson, Jacob, comes the 12 founding sons of the 12 tribes that formed the Jewish village, who were lately enslaved in Egypt, until they were freed by Moses in 13 BC.
Yes, you are correct. Now, I want to ask Thomas. Could you tell me the place of worship and the sacred places?
Well, the place of worship is the synagogue, and the sacred place that I remember the most is the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem.
Can you give me more information about the synagogue?
Of course, Vicente, it is a place for prayer and study, but also for meeting, dialogue, and interpretation of the Torah. Because of this, its Hebrew name, House of the Assembly. Torah is the object of devotion for Jews. It is the text that contains the law and the identity heritage of the Jewish people, who think it was written by Moses, by divine inspiration.
Oh my god, excellent answer. You answered two questions in one. Congratulations. Now, I want Nicolas to ask a question to Agustin. Please, Nicolas.
Let me think. Which are the most common restrictions in the Judaism? If you are a real Jew, you should know which are.
I know the main restrictions are related to food. Jews can eat invertebrate animals, ruminant animals within the split hoof, like the rat, not ruminant animals with split hoof, like the pig, and not ruminant animals within the split hoof, like the rodents. Also, the Torah prohibits the consumption of blood, so the animals must be bled in their total before being consumed, citing them.
Correct answer. Jews only eat kosher food. Kosher foods are prepared according to Jewish dietary standards, which are permissible for consumption. Nicolas, since you are Jewish, you should know how Jews dress, right?
Obviously, I know it from my mom and dad that wears this kind of outfits. The clothing of men and women are very simple. They wear black pants and jackets with white shirts, while women must be covered with long skirts. These garments cannot be made with wool and linen, something that disobeys biblical law and it's offensive. Also, men wear a clothing called talit, which is a religious accessory in the shape of a shawl. The talit is worn when they are praying the Shacharit prayer. Men and recently women uses a hat called kippah, which is a brimless cap usually made of cloth traditionally worn by Jewish males to fulfill the customary requirement that the head be covered.
It's right, but I would like to add that married women shave their heads so as not to attract men and cover their bald head with wigs, scarves, or hat.
Correct, Nicolas, and great addition, Thomas. Well, now I want to ask Agustin a different kind of question. Could you draw some symbols of Judaism and explain them?
Here's what I draw. This is the David Star, named after King David of ancient Israel, which consists of two interlocking equilateral triangles. It is a symbol of peace and balance.
Perfect.
This is menorah, which for the Jews symbolizes universal enlightenment. It's the candelabrum of oil lamp with 7 arms typical of the Hebrew culture.
Excellent work. Okay, Thomas, could you tell me what celebrations or festivities are in this religion?
Of course, Vicente. Well, I remember the Hanukkah, where the Jews commemorate the miracle of the lamp oil. This celebration consists of 8 days of festivities, where the Jews light 1 candle per day. Also, I remember the Pesach, Jewish Passover, that is a Jewish holiday that commemorates the liberation of the Hebrew people from slavery in Egypt. Also, the Rosh Hashanah, a 2-day celebration that takes place in September, where men just separate themselves from evil and do good, since the beginning of the year is the time to render accounts to God.
I would like to add that there are other Jewish festivities, not well known as the Hanukkah and the Pesach, like Yom Kippur, that is the holiest day of the year in Judaism, and it consists in analyzing our acts and showing regret of them. There are many other festivities like Sukkot, Simchat Torah, Tu B'Shvat, Purim, Shavuot, and Sabbath. It would take me a lot of time describing each one, so I just mentioned them.
Also, I would like to add that in Hanukkah, the Jews play a characteristic game called dreidel. Dreidel is a game that consists of 4 sides spinning top. Each side of the dreidel bears a letter of the Hebrew alphabet. The rules are simple. Each player has 15 tokens, which, when the game starts, each player has to introduce a token in a pot. Then one of the players roll their dreid. If the Nun letter is facing up, the player does nothing. If Gimel is facing up, the player gets all tokens of the pot. If I is facing up, the player gets half of the tokens that are in the pot. If Shin or P is facing up, the player adds 1 token to the pot. If the player runs out of tokens, he loses. Note, if the pot is empty, each player put 1 token to the pot.
Perfect. Thomas, you said something about the God. Well, what is the real and specific name of the God of Judaism? This name is important to Jews, and all followers of this religion should know it, so you should recognize it.
Jehovah?
No, incorrect. With this, I know that Thomas is the impostor. God's real name is Yod Hey Waw Hey, or YHWH in the Latin alphabet, and Jehovah is a derivation of the name, just like Yahweh. I'm correct, Thomas?
But Jehovah is the same!
No,
What are you talking about?
No, shut up. Well, that was all. Thank you very much for listening. See you next time.